Hello there, Jonathan Gill of the Chelsea Fancast. This is the 2-minute Chelsea fan bite of today's Carabao Cup semi-final at the Bridge versus Tottenham Hotspurs. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go, sang the Chelsea faithful at the fleeing Spuds fans, except they didn't get battered. They only let in two. The second, a comical bouncy own goal, headed by one Spud onto the other Spud, and the other a sort of own goal when Kai drove in, only to see his shot diverted after he'd been beautifully put through by Marcos. Great hair. But of course, we should have put the tie to bed. They get one in the second leg and they're back in it. Will be ruining all those unlucky strikes and silly misses. It should have been 5. This is such a ridiculous pattern. Put the ball in the fucking net. And then we could have turned up at Tottenham not giving a monkeys. I mean, let's be super frank, Spuds were utter shite. Not a single shot in the first half. Slightly better in the second, but still one of the worst Spuds performances I've ever seen at the Bridge. And bloody hell, I've been watching this game since Fatty Fulk was in goal. I mean, this was a cup semi-final. Where was the fight? Where was the passion? Son did absolutely fuck all. Kane fell over a lot. The revenge match for our ex-Antonio Conte was anything but. He just stood there with his arms folded, looking bewildered as to why he'd taken the job in the first place. And we should have had at least 4 more in the second half alone. Ziyech had his usual enigmatic performance. Is he good or isn't he? On one occasion, putting Timo through with a brilliant pinpoint 35-yard pass, then showing his Jekyll and Hyde nature by pissing a volley high over the bar. Romelu, we thought, was looking to put the embarrassment of his stupid interview behind him by playing like a man with his shorts on fire. Instead, had moments when he was lumbering through treacle in a suit of armour, carrying a lance. We'd arrived to the news that the Conte twins had both tested positive for COVID, as had Thiago. Consequently, TT played 4-4-2, which was a change, and stifled Spuds. So possibly we won't be buying another wing-back after all, as this worked rather well. Sarr had a good game at centre-back, and I'm warming to Saul, whose performance got a rollicking back rub from TT. Rudy shithoused sublimely. Marcus was man of the match. The Spuds crowd abused Marcus for being a murderer, as you do, whereas we were full-throated, standing up if we hate Tottenham, which most of the crowd did, other than me, as I hate dirty Leeds. I hope we're not going to regret not scoring a hatful this time next week. I'll be back on with Chidge guests for the Chelsea Fancast on Friday at 7 to discuss this game and preview the Chesterfield third round FA Cup tie at the Bridge. So make sure you listen on Mixler or download it from Acast or good podcast providers. Adagao.